I'm Emily,
I'm Jack.
and today we're reviewing The Naked Gun.
Yes. So, The Naked Gun, my God, what a movie. It's about Frank Drebin Jr. carrying out the legacy of his father, Frank Drebin, from the very beloved Naked Gun franchise. Frank Drebin, the original, is played by Leslie Nielsen, a very famous comedic actor from 80s and 90s movies. You might also know him from things like Airplane. But the new Frank Drebin Jr. is played inexplicably by Liam Neeson, who just top three performance for me,
He was
honestly.
so great in this movie, and I don't know, I just think it's so funny that he's known for like the Taken guy and his like steely, like badass persona. Now he gets to be funny, and he's really, really good at it. And it's kind of the same case with Pamela Anderson. She's not known for her comedic roles, and she knocks it out of the park in this movie. I love her.
Exactly. I don't know what it is about Liam Neeson and his performance, but I think it's just because, like you said, he is established as like the Taken guy. He is established through all of these very actiony movies, and he's even really well known for like dramatic roles. Like I remember his performance in Schindler's List was like very empowering. So to see him in something like this, where he'll just casually run someone over in a police car and be like, uh, it's so shocking, but in the best way imaginable.
And it's so funny. He delivers like I would never forget Fergie in his like Taken voice, and then other times I hear him and I'm like, oh my god, that's Bad Cop from the Lego Movie.
Exactly. Like it feels like he's playing bad cop from the Lego Movie, but also consistently flip-flopping to good cop from the Lego Movie.
Yeah, I just think he's so funny in this, and the writing is so good. I mean, it's like there's not a ton of plot, and every minute is just filled up with jokes. Like I forget what the joke like per minute meter is on this, but it's like
I think
high.
I think it's like 3 jokes a minute.
Yeah.
Like literally, the plot itself revolves around a device called plot. Like
The plot
like the
device,
plot.
yeah,
Like there's literally a plot device in the movie that the villain uses.
that can calm people up.
Exactly. And but my favorite bit is, and it was one that was consistent, was the coffee. How
Oh
like in
yeah.
every single scene, Liam Neeson and his sidekick, played by Paul Walter Hauser, who's also a really great actor, and I'm really glad he's getting a lot of work recently. But every single scene that they are in, they will be drinking coffee, and there's one where they toss it, and it's like this mountain of coffee cups just sitting there, and also the one where he's driving and a hand just comes like through his window and just hands him a cup, and he's like, "Thanks."
I love this. Like, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, one of my favorite jokes in this whole movie that I keep trying to like say to people and they have no idea what I'm talking about is the UCLA
Oh
one.
yes.
And then that whole scene in the apartment is so funny when the oh, I forget who he is, but he's like some spy guy for the main villain, and he's looking through the window, but like with heat vision, and so. I mean, I don't know how much I can say without getting kicked off
I
OTN.
mean, I know,
but,
I know exactly what you're like. That
with the
scene,
dog and the, like in
that
the
and the
oven.
snowman scene.
The snowman scene was so funny, and I think it's. I was listening to Akiva Schaffer talk about it, and he wanted to do all of it practical, and there was like a whole puppeteer that was just for the eyebrows of the snowman. That was just like he just like shot up in bed one night and was like, "Let's do this." Like,
Which I love that too, is that this doesn't feel like a lame legacy sequel that is just using the movie's title just to get like people in seats. Like they are treating the source material very well. And I would actually maybe even go as far to say I kind of like it better than all of the old
yeah,
Naked Gun movies, just because the modern spin on it, but while still retaining that like weird, absurd humor that everyone loved about those movies, I feel like it really shines through.
yeah, I agree. I watched The Naked Gun for the first time after I had seen this for the first time, and I was like, I knew it was a legacy sequel, and I knew it like was casting big names, which isn't usually a recipe for success. But I was like, okay, I'll like go see it, but I wasn't super excited for it. I didn't know if it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
A lot of comedies nowadays are just thrown on streaming because they suck. So I'm like, I don't know, like we'll see. But I had a great time with it. I had an even better time on rewatch. And yeah, I just like, I don't know. I think I enjoyed this a little bit more than I enjoyed the first one.
Exactly. And it was just one of those movies where 2025 as a whole has had some incredible hits, but also some kind of
Some very low lows.
very low lows, a lot of disappointments. This one just kind of blew my expectations out of the water, and it feels weird saying that of all the films, the Naked Gun Legacy sequel is one of the ones that has impressed me and just kind of floored me the most with how much I enjoyed it and how much I laughed because it's
Yeah.
just so funny. I get that it might not be everyone's thing because it is absurd, it is surreal and very literal humor, but I still think it's an incredible movie. So what would you rate the Naked Gun movie out of 10?
I'm going to give The Naked Gun a 7 out of 10.
I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
All right. Thank you for watching.